It was January 2023, a cold morning that would begin a series of alarming discoveries from the deep. A Japanese fisherman headed out to sea on a perfectly ordinary morning. The sky was clear, the water was calm. Nothing seemed unusual. He threw his fishing net into the water, waited, and began pulling it back. But what came up this time was not a normal fish. Something massive was in the net. This was a deep-sea oarfish, a creature that lives nearly 1 kilometer below the surface. It had absolutely no reason to be there. The fisherman released it back into the water. The fisherman gently released it back into the depths, unaware of the legend. Ancient legend says that when an oarfish appears above water, disaster follows. But friends, this is not just one story. In 2023, a fisherman caught 50 oarfish in a single haul, a sight never before seen. In 2024, sightings surged in California, 3 separate encounters in just a few months. The frequency is growing. Something is happening in the deep ocean, something that scientists are calling deeply alarming. And today, we are going to find out exactly what that is. For centuries in Japan, the oarfish has carried a terrifying reputation, a signal from the gods. Ancient legends suggest these creatures are sensitive to the shifting of tectonic plates, signaling an imminent earthquake. Then came 2011, just weeks before Japan was struck by a 9.0 magnitude earthquake. The dead bodies of approximately 20 oarfish were found washed up on the Japanese coastline. Scientists are investigating if oarfish can feel the subtle seismic vibrations that travel through the water before a major quake. The frequency of these sightings has exploded in recent years, captured on cell phones and shared across the world instantly. Until 2001, no live oarfish had ever been filmed. Sailors believed they were sea serpents, mythical monsters of the deep. Multiple deep-sea species are being spotted near or at the surface with alarming frequency, and now they are appearing regularly, multiple times a year, in different oceans. This is a pattern. The giant phantom jellyfish, an extraordinary creature with tentacles exceeding 10 meters. It was recently spotted in Antarctica at only 80 meters, the recreational scuba zone. In Russia, fishermen pulled up a smooth lumpfish. They thought they had caught an alien from another world. Off Spain, a black sea devil anglerfish was spotted, a fish built for absolute darkness and crushing pressure. It has no biological capability to survive at the surface, and yet there it was, a global, accelerating pattern. Before we can understand what is going wrong, we face a truth. We barely know what's down there. Every single year, scientists discover new species in the deep sea. Animals with body shapes that challenge everything we thought we knew. We are talking about creatures that may have existed for millions of years, that have never been seen by human eyes. Every year we discover species that look like they belong on another planet, alien life, living in our own backyard. To understand why they are rising, we must understand the architecture of the ocean, a world built in distinct vertical layers. The sunlight zone, 0 to 200 meters. This is the ocean we know. Photosynthesis makes life here possible. The twilight zone, 200 to 1,000 meters. The strawberry squid is red, making it invisible in this blue light. The midnight zone, 1,000 to 4,000 meters, 0 sunlight. The giant squid lives here with eyes the size of a basketball. The abyssal zone, 4,000 to 6,000 meters. The Titanic rests here, home to the Dumbo octopus, adapted to freezing pressure. The abyssal zone, 4,000 to 6,000 meters. The Titanic rests here, home to the Dumbo octopus, adapted to freezing pressure. Every single night, the largest animal migration on Earth takes place. Silently, invisibly, in the ocean. The total biomass of creatures making this journey weighs 25 times more than all of humanity combined. It was first detected during World War II when sonar operators noticed the seafloor appearing to rise hundreds of meters. It was a living wall, so packed it reflected sonar like a physical surface. A biological mystery discovered by war. The logic is simple: eat without being eaten. Rise under cover of night, feed, and retreat before predators see. Why are they coming to the surface? Because their world is becoming uninhabitable. Oceans absorb 90% of excess heat. Warm water becomes lighter, creating a lid. Oxygen produced at the surface stops reaching the deep. The deep is suffocating. Oxygen produced at the surface stops reaching the deep. The result is the expansion of oxygen minimum zones. For creatures adapted to oxygen-rich environments, this is a death sentence. The deep sea is suffocating. Deep sea species are migrating 4 to 11 times faster than surface species. They are running from a suffocating abyss. But the surface is a trap. Blinding sunlight and apex predators, sharks and orcas, wait for them, a death sentence. These are not random accidents. They are distress signals from the deep ocean itself. Are we choosing to listen? But the surface is no sanctuary. It is a trap. Exposure to heat, pressure changes, and apex predators await them. And now, humanity adds deep-sea mining, targeting gold, cobalt, and rare earth minerals for our electronics, trillions at stake. The Hadal Zone, 6 to 11,000 meters deep, almost entirely unexplored, still full of mysteries. Mining corporations see an opportunity worth trillions. But at what cost to the life that calls these vents home? The oarfish and the jellyfish are biological alarm systems, telling us something has gone deeply, fundamentally wrong. Mining drill heads rotate slowly, grinding into dark mineral rock, releasing a cloud of sediment. Extinction before discovery, 95% is unknown. We could wipe out species before we even know they exist. Phytoplankton produce 50% of all oxygen on Earth, more than all the world's forests combined. Phytoplankton producing 50% of our oxygen locks carbon into the deep ocean for thousands of years, regulating our atmosphere. We face the haunting reality of extinction before discovery, losing species before we even know they existed. The deep ocean locks away CO2 for thousands of years. It is our planet's most critical climate regulator. For millions of years, these depths were the most stable environments on Earth. That stability is now gone. We are adding an immediate assault with deep-sea mining. Gold, silver, and rare earth elements are the targets. As Mahatma Gandhi warned, nature can sustain our needs, but not our greed. We must choose a different path. The window to stop this is open. A coalition of 32 nations and millions of signatures are fighting back. We are at a turning point, a moment when the damage can still be stopped, if we choose to listen now. The deep sea is calling for our attention. It is time to listen. Join us in protecting the last truly wild place on Earth. Subscribe to stay curious. Like and share to spread the word. The deep ocean thanks you. The deep sea is not separate from us. It is the reason we are alive. The deep sea is still largely intact. The deep ocean is one of the last truly wild places left on this planet. It needs our attention now more than ever. The question is not whether we are hearing them. The question is whether we are choosing to listen. Choose to listen. If this video made you see the ocean differently, hit like and subscribe. Help us tell these stories. Stay curious. If this video made you see the ocean differently, hit like and subscribe. Help us tell these stories. Stay curious.